Yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt as I did yesterday. Um, Sundays are always hard because, like, I know I'm not getting anything, like, no letters or anything, so I kind of just wake up down in the dumps. Um, Today, I didn't want to do anything. I literally just laid on the couch, like, all day, watching TV. I did one of my puzzles. That one was pretty easy and pretty quick. So, just another one to add to the list that I need to frame. Um, you know what I find myself doing a lot recently is just daydreaming of skin. And I know that sounds really like serial killer of me to say, but just the thought of skin. Without Michael, I don't get human touch. I don't hug people. I don't hold people's hands. I don't touch people. So I don't have any I have human interaction, like verbally, but I don't get human touch. And when Michael was here, I used to get it all the time because, he was here and we would cuddle and we would hold hands and we would hug and kiss and like that, things that husbands and wives do. So I got it all the time. I got to hold his hands every second of every day, and now I get zero. And honestly, all I can think about is just skin. I think about his hands and when they held mine and how they felt. I think about his shoulders when we went to Disney. It was very hot and very humid, and I didn't like holding hands and like cuddling. My skin's very sensitive to that wet, sticky feeling. So I would always kiss his shoulder. Whenever he would like try to hold my hand or something, I would kiss his shoulder to let him know that, I still love you. It's just I'm too sticky. I can't do this right now. So I think about that. I think about the way his face felt. Every time he would shave, he would grab my hand and put my fingers against his face to feel it, because it'd be soft. And he knew I liked to feel how soft his face was. So all those things, that's all I can think about, is just his skin and how he felt, and how it felt to touch other people. The most I get now is when I get to play with my little nephew. And I'll grab his feet and I'll play with his hands and I'll feel his chubby cheeks, and that's all I get. And I don't get to see him very often. So I'm deprived of that. Of the feeling of another human being. And I'm sure most of you have heard, the whole baby thing. If a baby doesn't get human interaction and human touch, they could die. It's vital for them. That's why it's so important for bonding moments to have skin-on-skin contact with their mom and dad. And when they say that if you hug for a certain amount of time, it releases endorphins, and that's why cuddling is important, and all these things. So it makes sense to me and why I'm feeling so bad, because I'm not having any human interaction. Like, I don't even hold my best friend's hand. I don't just touch people, that's weird. For the past 3 years, I've been able to hold Michael's hand anytime I wanted. I'd be able to hug him anytime I wanted. We would literally spend hours just cuddling in bed, not doing the dirty, just literally cuddling in bed, because I just needed it. That's how if I had a long day, all I wanted to do was come home and cuddle with Michael, and I felt so much better. I can't do that. And I think that's why it's so hard. And literally, I'm daydreaming about it. Just the touch of his skin. Being able to hug him. And just have that skin-on-skin contact that I'm not getting. No wonder I'm having problems mentally. When I was a little girl, I used to lay on my dad's belly. When I was a baby, he would lay me on his chest. And he would sing, "You Are My Sunshine." And when I grew up a little bit, when I was a little girl, anytime I was upset, I would just crawl on my dad's chest. And he would just talk to me and make sure I'm okay, and I would just talk it out. Well, obviously I grew up, and I grew out of that just a little. I wasn't on his chest anymore, but moved on to his shoulder. I would lay on his shoulder, just talk to him. Well, then I got Michael, and then it was Michael's chest. Then I would lay on his chest. That skin-on-skin contact has been there for me my whole life. It makes sense why people without it have issues, I never really thought about it until I was put in a situation. People who are depressed and have anxieties, are they getting enough skin-on-skin contact? Are they holding people's hands, hugging people? In my experience, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that with anybody except for Michael. So for people who don't have anybody like a Michael, no wonder they feel the way they do. Because if they don't have that, of course they're going to feel bad. Of course they're going to feel upset. I don't know why I brought all that up, but that's what I'm feeling right now. It's becoming clearer to me. But again, with this situation, what do I do about it? What can I do about it? It's not like I could just go up to random people and start holding people's hands. Even my friends, that's not really our relationship. You know what I mean? I'm not a touchy person. I'm very flirtatious, but I'm not a touchy person. Me and my mom, it's not how we do things. My mom's not a touchy person either. It really makes me think about all the times that I missed holding hands with Michael, or showing PDA. I had a big thing against PDA. My parents, they never showed it. My dad would always try. He would always try to get my mom to kiss him or be all over him because he was constantly all over her. But she was raised to not show that kind of affection in public. So, later in the years, she did accept it more. But my entire childhood, they didn't do that. So, I don't do it. I feel very subconscious about it. I'm scared that people are going to look at us and think bad things of us. I'm just scared that people are going to think bad of us and think that we're being indecent. But I know now that it doesn't matter. I'm going to wish that I would have given them that extra time. Well, something's up with my camera, so I guess that's my update for today. I'll have to figure this out.